Back to the daily grind, and shout out to the full-time patrons. Make sure to hit subscribe if you're new and hit thumbs up if you're not a baby back bagel biting bitch boy, cause you know what time it is. It's full time.
MMA.
And it's your boy Taco Bell Wani, and I need the help of the full-time family to get to the bottom of this. I don't know what's going on. First off, I got to shout out to my boy MMA Logic. His link is in the description. He's got a Facebook group. You know what I'm saying? He shares some of my videos over there. Friend of the channel. But I saw him actually responding to Jorge Masvidal on Twitter, his manager, whenever all of this started to unravel. I've had my eye on this situation for the last day or so, but I've been waiting to see how it plays out because honestly, it doesn't make a lot of sense to me. And Jorge Masvidal, game bred, hashtag easy money, hashtag backyard to bright lights, is one of my favorite fighters. If you don't know Jorge Masvidal's history, he came all the way back up from Kimbo backyard fights. I'm talking about fighting bigger dudes in the backyard, no rules, bada boom. Whooping dudes, ended up becoming a professional fighter all around the world before the UFC, beating high-level guys because he's an actual fighter. You know, he got into this actually fighting, not an athlete, you know, that came over to start fighting because they saw it was profitable. This is a dude that was already fighting before it was a professional sport. So of course, once I can start getting paid to fight, get paid to do what I already do, Jorge Masvidal was going around the world in lesser organizations fighting the best guys, getting W's, getting split decision robbery losses, got to the UFC, still got robbed a couple of times, but his hands have led him to still be one of the best welterweights in the world today. He used to be a lightweight, but he got robbed a couple of times and said, I'm not going to keep missing my meals and holidays if I'm going to lose these split decisions in fights that I think I won. So now he's up at welterweight, a little bit undersized for a welterweight, but he's still fighting the best of the best, as Jorge Masvidal is coming off of a loss to Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, one of the best welterweights in the world. Also Damian Maia in a fight where Jorge Masvidal arguably won, but lost a split decision because he wasn't able to get the finish. He fought the much larger Damian Maia grappling specialist who hung on him like a backpack. If you recall that fight. But Damian Maia wasn't able to get much damage done in the fight, but he was able to kind of just control the position and hang on. He wasn't able to finish, but Jorge Masvidal lost another split decision. Now, I had to lead all of that in to let you guys know why Jorge Masvidal is one of my favorite fighters before I wonder what the hell is really going on. Because I don't know what's going on in this video, brother. I had to play that video in the beginning because if you recall, Jorge Masvidal was one of the only ranked welterweights available to fight Darren Till whenever they were looking for Darren Till an opponent, right, for UFC Liverpool, because that fight was announced. Darren Till was announced to headline UFC Liverpool, but he didn't have an opponent yet. Also, Kamaru Usman was looking for an opponent at the time. And if you recall back then, Jorge Masvidal released a video and just said, yo, Liverpool's just too soon. That Liverpool card's too soon. Sorry, brother. Mid-June, maybe July and up. He even sent a tweet out. He said, July as free as can be, homie, replying to Darren Till. Like, I can't fight you at UFC Liverpool, but if you want to fight in July, let's get it. But the only reason the UFC is pretty much going to Liverpool is so Darren Till can headline. So if you can't fight at UFC Liverpool, Darren Till can't fight you. So with that being said, now Jorge Masvidal is open to fighting on UFC Liverpool, but not against Darren Till, against Neil Magny. And that's what's weird to me, and I saw that in MMA Logic's tweet, because not only did Jorge Masvidal say he couldn't fight at UFC Liverpool to fight Darren Till, it was part of the same reason I believe he couldn't fight Kamaru Usman. He couldn't fight until July because UFC Chile, where Kamaru Usman is about to be fighting, is actually 1 week before UFC Liverpool. That's May 19th. All of these fights are this month. UFC Chile, Kamaru Usman's fighting May 19th, and then UFC Liverpool is May 27th. Jorge Masvidal was saying he wouldn't be able to fight until maybe 2 months from now, you know, a month and a half, mid-June or July. But now that Neil Magny's opponent has fell out, Gunnar Nelson, Gamebred is managers hit up Ariel Helwani, and he said Abraham Kawa pitched the UFC on making Jorge Masvidal versus Neil Magny a 180-pound catchweight for the Liverpool card, 527. Now that Gunnar Nelson is out, no word yet on just if the UFC will accept. So for one, thinking about Jorge Masvidal taking 180-pound catchweight, he's going to be, I would think he's going to be super undersized, right? A guy that used to fight at lightweight. It's been a while since he fought at lightweight, but now going all the way up to 180 pounds because it's a short notice fight, of course. He wouldn't have all the time to cut weight all the way down to 170. He's taking this fight on short notice. So it's looking like they're willing to do a 180-pound catchweight with Neil Magny, and that's not the interesting part to me. The interesting part is UFC Liverpool. He just couldn't fight Darren Till, right? Because it was UFC Liverpool, Kamaru Usman too soon, but now Neil Magny, hey, let's get it on at UFC Liverpool, even though it was a little too soon earlier. Now, Darren Till already has an opponent for that date, Stephen Wonderboy Thompson, but it would just be really interesting now to see Jorge Masvidal fighting at UFC Liverpool after saying he couldn't fight on UFC Liverpool. So he's going to be co-main eventing to Darren Till when he could have been in the main event. But he said he couldn't make the card, right? A little too soon. So I fuck with Jorge Masvidal. I'm sure, you know, him and his manager are going to have a good explanation for this. Maybe they had something scheduled in June or July and the schedule freed up, so now they can take the fight. I'm not sure. It just looked a little weird with Jorge Masvidal turning down UFC Liverpool against Till and now being pretty hyped to take the fight against Neil Magny and at UFC Liverpool, because they've been having a back and forth on social media, Neil Magny and Jorge Masvidal. Neil Magny said he knows who to call whenever Jorge Masvidal's manager offered the fight. He said he knows who to call. They're just saying this on Twitter just for a show for you all. Neil Magny then responded and said he also posted, "It's better to be prepared for an opportunity and not have one than to have an opportunity and not be prepared for it." Kind of taking a little shot like, you know, probably Jorge Masvidal wanted to take the fight at 180 pounds because he wasn't ready to take the fight on short notice. But Jorge Masvidal responded to that because he said it's not fake news when you're exposed for the hoe that you are. It's fake news. If it's fake news, then accept the fight for the sissy you are. Easy money, even with no camp. So Masvidal is confirming he does want to fight Neil Magny at Liverpool if he just accepts the fight. So with that being said, I wanted to run this by you guys. Let me know what you think in the comments about my boy Gamebred Jorge Masvidal not really being available to accept the fight at Liverpool versus Till, but now kind of being gung-ho to fight Neil Magny at UFC Liverpool, but at a catchweight. Really interesting. Curious to see what you guys have to say about it, and I'll update you guys as soon as I hear from Jorge Masvidal's side why he's willing to accept the fight at Liverpool now, but not really against Darren Till. Probably some scheduling issues. Let the full-time family know what you think in the comments. I'm out. And as always, thanks for watching this video. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit the subscribe button and also hit the notification bell right next to it so you're notified every time I upload a video. I'm out.
This is #1 bullshit.